ladies and gentlemen. It's a privilege to stand before you today and share thoughts that challenge us to grow, confront our fears, and embrace the richness of human existence. Life is neither straightforward nor without its chaos, but within the tumult lies the opportunity for profound meaning. Today, I want to walk you through a series of transformative principles that illuminate how we can elevate ourselves, our communities, and ultimately our world. Number 1, personal responsibility, the foundation of growth. The first step toward building a meaningful life is accepting personal responsibility. It's easy to point fingers, blaming circumstances or others for our shortcomings. But true strength lies in looking inward and taking ownership of your choices, actions, and outcomes. You must ask yourself, what am I doing to make my life better today? The moment you embrace responsibility, you unlock the potential to change your destiny. The journey toward a meaningful life begins with the profound and often challenging act of accepting personal responsibility. It is human nature to seek external causes for our struggles, blaming circumstances, other people, or even luck. However, this approach, while comforting in the short term, ultimately strips us of agency and traps us in a cycle of helplessness. True growth begins when we recognize that the power to shape our lives within us. To take responsibility means to look inward and acknowledge our role in creating the conditions we find ourselves in. This doesn't imply blaming ourselves for everything, but rather understanding that we have control over our responses, attitudes, and efforts. It requires honesty, a willingness to confront our flaws and failures without excuses or justifications. This is a humbling process, but it is also incredibly empowering. When we stop assigning blame externally, we begin to see the pathways we can take to improve our circumstances. Taking ownership of one's life also demands action. It's not enough to acknowledge responsibility. We must actively work to address our shortcomings and make better choices. Every day presents an opportunity to reflect on this question: what am I doing today to make my life better? Whether it's learning a new skill, mending a relationship, or simply sticking to a commitment, these actions accumulate into significant change over time. Small, consistent efforts can transform not only our lives, but also the lives of those around us. When we embrace responsibility, we unlock the potential to change our destiny. It shifts our mindset from victimhood to empowerment. This shift doesn't mean the challenges we face will disappear, but it does mean we approach them with resilience and purpose. Adversity becomes a test of character rather than a reason for despair. Moreover, this principle fosters self-respect. Knowing that you have the courage and determination to take charge of your life builds confidence and a sense of autonomy. It also inspires others to do the same, creating a ripple effect of accountability and growth. In the end, accepting personal responsibility is not a burden but a liberation. It is an acknowledgement that while we may not control everything in life, we always control how we respond and what we choose to do next. That power is the foundation of a meaningful and fulfilling existence. Number 2, speak the truth, the path to freedom. Lying may seem like a shortcut, but it binds us in a web of deceit. Speaking the truth, however, even when it's difficult, liberates us. It clears the way for genuine relationships, personal peace, and an authentic life. Truth, though sometimes uncomfortable, provides the foundation for trust and integrity. Lying often appears to offer an easy way out, a quick solution to avoid conflict, embarrassment, or discomfort. However, this illusion of simplicity quickly unravels as lies compound, creating a tangled web of deceit that traps the liar in a cycle of manipulation and fear. Each falsehood demands another to sustain it, eroding authenticity and straining relationships. In contrast, speaking the truth, though it may require courage and vulnerability, leads to freedom and lasting fulfillment. Truthfulness fosters trust, the cornerstone of any meaningful relationship. When you speak the truth, others can rely on your words and intentions, knowing that you are honest and dependable. This trust deepens connections, allowing relationships to flourish on a foundation of mutual respect and integrity. In contrast, dishonesty breeds suspicion and alienation, often irreparably damaging the bonds we hold dear. Beyond relationships, truth-telling nurtures personal peace. When you choose to live authentically and speak honestly, you free yourself from the mental burden of maintaining lies. The constant vigilance required to remember and uphold falsehoods drains energy and creates inner conflict. Living truthfully eliminates this stress, bringing clarity and harmony to your thoughts and actions. It allows you to align your words with your values, fostering self-respect and a sense of inner freedom. Admittedly, truth can be uncomfortable. It may expose vulnerabilities, reveal mistakes, or challenge societal norms. Yet it is precisely this discomfort that makes truth so powerful. Facing and sharing difficult truths pushes us toward growth and resilience. It forces us to confront reality as it is, not as we wish it to be, and equips us to navigate life's complexities with honesty and strength. Moreover, speaking the truth cultivates integrity, a quality essential for leading a meaningful life. Integrity means standing by your principles, even when it is inconvenient or challenging. By consistently choosing truth over deceit, you develop a reputation for reliability and moral courage, which earns respect and inspires others to do the same. Ultimately, the path of truth is not always the easiest, but it is the most liberating. It allows you to live authentically, build meaningful connections, and face life's challenges with clarity and confidence. In choosing truth, you choose freedom, both for yourself and for those who share your journey. Number 3, balance, order, and chaos, navigating life's dualities. Life is a dance between order and chaos. Order represents structure, predictability, and stability. Chaos, on the other hand, is uncertainty, unpredictability, and change. To thrive, we must embrace both, using order as a stable foundation while confronting chaos as a source of growth. Those who master this balance find clarity even in life's stormiest moments. Life is an intricate interplay of order and chaos, two opposing forces that shape our experiences and define our growth. Order provides structure, stability, and predictability. It is the realm of routines, rules, and systems that give us a sense of control and security. Chaos, in contrast, represents uncertainty, unpredictability, and change. It is the force that disrupts comfort, challenges our expectations, and pushes us into the unknown. While order feels safe and chaos intimidating, both are essential for a meaningful and balanced life. Order forms the foundation upon which we build our lives. It offers clarity, enabling us to plan, create, and maintain a sense of purpose. A life grounded in order provides the stability needed to pursue goals and sustain relationships. However, too much reliance on order can lead to rigidity, stagnation, and an aversion to change. When we cling to the predictable, we risk missing opportunities for growth and adaptation that arise in the midst of uncertainty. Chaos, though daunting, is a catalyst for transformation. It forces us out of our comfort zones, compelling us to confront challenges, solve problems, and develop resilience. In chaos, we discover the depth of our potential, learning to adapt and innovate in ways we never imagined. Without chaos, growth becomes impossible. Without challenges, we remain static, untested, and unfulfilled. The key is not to avoid chaos, but to find a dynamic balance between the two forces. Embracing both order and chaos allows us to harness their strengths. Order gives us the stability to face life's uncertainties, while chaos offers the opportunities to grow, evolve, and expand our understanding. It's a delicate dance, stepping into chaos with the confidence that order provides a safety net, and returning to order with the wisdom gained from chaos. Those who master this balance navigate life's storms with clarity and purpose. They find meaning in the unpredictability of life while maintaining a stable core that grounds them. This harmony enables them to adapt to change without losing their sense of self and to innovate without becoming overwhelmed. Ultimately, thriving in life means recognizing that both order and chaos are necessary. They are not enemies, but partners in the dance of existence, each offering unique lessons and opportunities that, when embraced together, lead to a life of richness, resilience, and profound meaning. Number 4, commit to self-improvement. Every person has untapped potential waiting to be realized. Commit to the process of becoming better, not perfect, but better. Progress demands effort, persistence, and a willingness to fail. Ask yourself, how can I be just 1% better than I was yesterday? Over time, these small increments compound into remarkable transformation. Each individual carries within them a reservoir of untapped potential, a capacity for growth that remains dormant until deliberately nurtured. Committing to self-improvement is the conscious decision to engage with this potential, to step beyond the limits of current abilities and strive toward becoming a better version of oneself. It is not about chasing perfection, which is an unattainable and paralyzing ideal, but about embracing progress, a continuous journey of small, meaningful steps forward. The path of self-improvement begins with self-awareness. Recognizing your strengths, weaknesses, and areas for growth is essential for setting achievable goals. It requires humility to admit where you fall short and courage to face those challenges head-on. The question to carry with you every day is this: how can I be just 1% better than I was yesterday? This small, manageable target fosters consistency, allowing incremental improvements to accumulate into profound transformation over time. Progress demands effort and persistence. It requires pushing through moments of discomfort, fatigue, or doubt. Growth does not occur in the absence of struggle. It is forged through persistence in the face of adversity. Each failure, rather than being a mark of inadequacy, is an opportunity to learn and refine your approach. The willingness to fail and rise again is what separates those who grow from those who remain stagnant. Additionally, self-improvement is a deeply personal journey. Comparing yourself to others undermines your progress and distracts from your unique path. Your aim should be to measure yourself against who you were yesterday, not against someone else's achievements. Each small victory, learning a new skill, overcoming a fear, or completing a challenging task adds to the mosaic of personal growth and reinforces your commitment to the process. The rewards of self-improvement extend far beyond personal gain. As you grow, you become a source of inspiration and encouragement to others. Your actions demonstrate the value of persistence and self-belief, creating a ripple effect that uplifts those around you. Moreover, the sense of accomplishment and self-respect that arises from consistent growth is profoundly fulfilling, anchoring you in a life of purpose and meaning. Ultimately, committing to self-improvement is not just a gift to yourself, but to the world. By striving to be better each day, you contribute to a more capable, resilient, and inspired version of humanity, one small but vital step at a time. Number 5, pursue meaning, not happiness. Happiness is fleeting, often tied to circumstances outside our control. But meaning that's enduring. Find a purpose greater than yourself. It could be raising a family, contributing to your community, or mastering a craft. When your actions align with a meaningful purpose, you endure challenges with resilience and emerge stronger. Happiness is a transient emotion, often influenced by external factors like success, comfort, or pleasure. While these moments of joy are valuable, they are fleeting and unpredictable, leaving little to anchor you during times of struggle. Pursuing meaning, however, offers a deeper and more enduring source of fulfillment. Meaning transcends the highs and lows of life, providing a sense of purpose that motivates and sustains us even in the face of adversity. Meaning arises from engaging with something greater than ourselves. It might be found in raising a family, contributing to a cause, excelling in a craft, or creating something of lasting value. Unlike happiness, which often depends on circumstances, meaning is cultivated through deliberate effort and commitment. It requires stepping beyond immediate gratification to invest in goals and relationships that hold deeper significance. The pursuit of meaning transforms challenges into opportunities for growth. When life becomes difficult, those who are driven by a meaningful purpose are better equipped to endure hardship with resilience. A parent committed to their child's well-being, for instance, finds the strength to overcome obstacles for the sake of their family. Similarly, an artist passionate about their craft embraces the discipline and setbacks necessary to create something remarkable. Meaning provides a reason to persist when happiness is absent, offering direction and clarity during life's most challenging moments. Moreover, pursuing meaning aligns our actions with our values, creating a sense of coherence and authenticity. When we live in accordance with what truly matters to us, we experience a profound sense of integrity and self-respect. This alignment fosters a deep sense of satisfaction, far more enduring than the temporary pleasures of happiness. It also strengthens our connections with others, as meaningful pursuits often involve contributing to the well-being of those around us. The pursuit of happiness alone can feel hollow when it lacks purpose, as it often focuses on what we can gain rather than what we can give. Meaning, on the other hand, invites us to invest in something beyond ourselves, creating a legacy that endures beyond the immediate present. By committing to a purpose that resonates with our values, we not only enrich our own lives, but also positively impact the world around us. In the end, while happiness may come and go, meaning endures. It anchors us in the storms of life, inspires us to grow, and enables us to leave a lasting mark. Number 6. Face your fears. Growth lies beyond comfort. Fear is not your enemy, it's your guide. Avoiding fear leaves you stagnant, but confronting it head-on strengthens you. When you face what scares you, you grow braver and more capable. Remember, courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to act despite it. Fear is a natural and unavoidable part of life, an emotional response hardwired into us to protect and alert us to potential danger. While it often feels like a barrier to overcome, fear is not an enemy, but a guide pointing toward areas of growth and opportunity. Avoiding fear may seem comforting in the short term, but it keeps us in a state of stagnation, preventing us from realizing our full potential. True growth occurs when we face our fears, stepping outside our comfort zones to challenge ourselves in meaningful ways. Confronting fear is an act of courage, and it is through this act that we expand our capabilities. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the decision to move forward in spite of it. Each time we confront something that intimidates us, we weaken fear's grip on our lives. This builds resilience, making us stronger and better equipped to handle future challenges. Facing fear teaches us that we are capable of more than we often believe, shifting our mindset from one of limitation to one of possibility. Fear, when embraced, becomes a powerful teacher. It reveals the areas where we feel vulnerable or uncertain, offering a roadmap for growth. For example, the fear of failure may highlight a deep-seated desire for success, urging us to hone our skills or take calculated risks. Similarly, the fear of rejection can lead us to develop deeper self-confidence and authenticity. By leaning into these fears, we transform them from obstacles into stepping stones toward personal development. It is important to approach fear with intention and balance. Recklessness is not the goal, rather. It's about choosing to confront fears that align with your values and aspirations. Small, incremental steps are often the most effective way to build courage. Each time you face a fear, no matter how minor, it reinforces the belief that you are capable of overcoming adversity. Over time, the practice of confronting fear cultivates a sense of empowerment and freedom. You begin to see fear not as a threat, but as an invitation to grow. The more you face your fears, the more you expand your world, opening yourself to new experiences, opportunities, and a deeper sense of self. Ultimately, it is through fear that we find our strength and it is beyond comfort that true growth lies. Number 7. Avoid comparing yourself to others. Your life is uniquely yours. The minute you compare yourself to others, you diminish your achievements and undervalue your struggles. Compare yourself not to someone else, but to who you were yesterday. Celebrate your journey, it's yours alone. Comparison is a natural tendency in human behavior, but when directed outward toward others, it can become a source of unnecessary suffering and dissatisfaction. Each person's life is uniquely shaped by their circumstances, choices, and challenges, making direct comparisons fundamentally unfair and misleading. The moment you compare your achievements, abilities, or progress to someone else's, you risk diminishing your own worth and overlooking the significance of your personal journey. When you measure yourself against others, you often see only the highlights of their lives, not the full picture. This distorted view can lead to feelings of inadequacy as you focus on what you perceive to lack rather than what you have accomplished. It also undervalues the struggles you have overcome, making it easy to forget the effort, resilience, and growth that brought you to where you are today. Each person's journey is as complex and individual as their fingerprints, and no two paths can be fairly compared. The healthier and more meaningful alternative is to shift the focus inward. Compare yourself not to others, but to who you were yesterday. This perspective emphasizes personal growth and progress, highlighting the strides you have made in your own life. It allows you to celebrate your achievements, however small, and to appreciate the lessons learned from your struggles. When you focus on your own development, you cultivate a sense of self-respect and fulfillment that is not contingent on external validation. This inward focus also fosters gratitude and self-awareness. By acknowledging where you started and how far you've come, you can appreciate your journey's unique challenges and triumphs. It reminds you that progress is not always linear and that setbacks are a natural part of growth. What matters most is that you continue to move forward, learning and evolving with each step. Avoiding comparisons doesn't mean ignoring others altogether. It means recognizing their successes without letting them overshadow your own. Everyone's path is different, and there is no universal timeline for achievement. Your journey is yours alone, and its value is defined not by external standards, but by the meaning and growth you derive from it. Ultimately, by focusing on your progress and celebrating your individuality, you free yourself from the burden of comparison. This shift empowers you to live authentically, appreciate your unique path, and find fulfillment in the person you are becoming. Number 8, acknowledge the darkness within. To grow, we must confront the darker aspects of ourselves, the anger, envy, or selfishness that we'd rather deny. Understanding these shadows doesn't mean succumbing to them. It means acknowledging them so they don't control you. Mastery over the self begins with self-awareness. Every individual carries within them a shadow, the darker aspects of their personality that often remain hidden, ignored, or denied. These aspects include emotions and impulses like anger, envy, selfishness, or even destructive tendencies. While it may seem easier to suppress or deny their existence, this avoidance can give these shadows more power, allowing them to influence our thoughts and actions in ways we don't fully understand. True growth and self-mastery begin with acknowledging and confronting these parts of ourselves. Acknowledging the darkness within is not about succumbing to it or justifying harmful behavior. Instead, it's about developing a deeper self-awareness. Recognizing these traits allows us to understand where they come from, whether it's fear, insecurity, or unmet needs, and to address their root causes. For instance, envy may stem from a sense of inadequacy, while anger might reflect unresolved pain. By bringing these emotions into the light of understanding, we can begin to manage and transform them rather than letting them control us. Confronting your inner darkness also reduces its ability to manifest in harmful ways. When ignored, these aspects often emerge unconsciously, influencing decisions, relationships, and behaviors. A person who denies their anger, for example, might find it seeping into their interactions through passive-aggressive behavior or unnecessary conflict. However, by acknowledging and processing this anger, they can learn healthier ways to express and channel it. This process requires courage and honesty. It's not easy to face the parts of ourselves we dislike or fear. But this confrontation is a crucial step toward integration, accepting that these aspects are part of us without letting them define us. This integration fosters a sense of wholeness, allowing us to move through life with greater authenticity and emotional balance. Moreover, understanding our darkness enhances our empathy for others. Recognizing our capacity for negative emotions and behaviors helps us appreciate the struggles of others, fostering compassion rather than judgment. Ultimately, mastery over oneself begins with self-awareness. By acknowledging and understanding the darker aspects of our nature, we take the first steps toward personal growth and transformation. This journey not only strengthens our character, but also empowers us to live with greater clarity, authenticity, and purpose. The darkness within, once faced and understood, becomes a source of wisdom and strength rather than a force of fear. Number 9. Embrace the natural differences between genders. Men and women each bring unique strengths and perspectives to the table. By understanding and valuing these differences, we can create harmony, foster collaboration, and drive progress. Let's celebrate our complementary roles rather than diminishing them. The natural differences between men and women are not limitations, but complementary strengths that, when embraced, enrich relationships, communities, and society as a whole. These differences, rooted in biology, psychology, and social evolution, provide diverse perspectives and approaches that are invaluable in addressing the complexities of life and fostering collective progress. Understanding and valuing these distinctions is essential for creating harmony and building strong partnerships. Men and women often exhibit distinct traits and tendencies shaped by both nature and nurture. For instance, women are frequently associated with empathy, nurturing, and collaboration, while men are often linked to traits like assertiveness, risk-taking, and problem-solving. These qualities are not absolutes, nor are they mutually exclusive, but they represent complementary skill sets that can enhance teamwork and innovation when combined. Rather than viewing these differences as grounds for division or competition, we should recognize their potential to create balance. In relationships, the unique strengths of each partner can fill gaps and provide perspectives the other might lack. In workplaces, gender diversity brings varied approaches to problem solving, fostering creativity and better decision making. In families and communities, the balance of nurturing care and protective strength creates a foundation for stability and growth. Celebrating these differences also challenges harmful stereotypes. Acknowledging natural inclinations does not mean forcing individuals into rigid roles. Instead, it involves creating space for men and women to express their strengths authentically while respecting their individuality. This mindset promotes equality without erasing the unique contributions each gender can make. Moreover, embracing these differences encourages mutual respect and understanding. Recognizing the value of both masculine and feminine qualities helps bridge divides, allowing us to see others not as competitors but as collaborators. This shift fosters healthier relationships and stronger communities, as it emphasizes partnership over hierarchy. Importantly, progress comes from working together. By combining strengths, sharing responsibilities, and valuing each other's contributions, men and women can achieve goals that would be unattainable alone. This collaboration is not about diminishing one gender to elevate another. It's about celebrating the richness and depth that diversity brings to the human experience. Ultimately, embracing the natural differences between genders is not about comparison or conflict, but about complementarity. When we honor and integrate these distinctions, we move toward a society that values every individual's unique gifts, creating a foundation for harmony, progress, and collective success. Number 10. Follow rules that liberate you. Freedom isn't the absence of structure, it's the ability to flourish within a framework. By adhering to principles that guide your life, rules that align with your values, you create order, stability, and the freedom to grow in meaningful ways. True freedom is not the absence of rules, but the presence of a framework that enables growth, purpose, and fulfillment. Without structure, life descends into chaos, where the absence of direction and boundaries limits progress. Rules, when thoughtfully chosen and aligned with personal values, provide the stability and clarity needed to navigate life's complexities. They act as a guiding compass, creating an environment where freedom flourishes, not as recklessness, but as the ability to thrive meaningfully within established boundaries. Rules that liberate are not arbitrary impositions, but principles that reflect what you value most deeply. They help filter out distractions, allowing you to focus on what truly matters. For example, committing to honesty or discipline might seem restrictive at first, but these principles open pathways to trust, success, and personal integrity. They establish a foundation of consistency and reliability, empowering you to build relationships, pursue goals, and face challenges with confidence. Adhering to such rules also reduces decision fatigue. When your actions are guided by clear principles, you no longer need to deliberate endlessly over every choice. This clarity frees mental and emotional energy, enabling you to channel your efforts into meaningful pursuits. For instance, maintaining a routine or adhering to a budget might appear limiting, but it provides the structure necessary to achieve long-term aspirations like health, financial stability, or personal development. Moreover, rules provide a sense of accountability and self-respect. When you choose and follow principles that resonate with your values, you demonstrate commitment to your own growth and well-being. This builds self-trust, reinforcing the belief that you are capable of achieving what you set out to do. It also fosters resilience, as these guiding rules serve as anchors during times of uncertainty or adversity. Importantly, rules that liberate must remain flexible enough to adapt to changing circumstances. They should evolve as you grow, reflecting new insights and priorities. This adaptability ensures that they continue to serve your highest purpose rather than becoming rigid constraints. Ultimately, the right rules do not confine but empower. They create the order necessary for exploration, creativity, and personal expansion. By choosing principles that align with your deepest values and aspirations, you lay the groundwork for a life of stability, purpose, and authentic freedom. Far from limiting, these rules act as a foundation on which you can build a life of meaning and fulfillment. Building a life of meaning. Life is not easy, but it is worth every ounce of effort you put into it. The principles I've shared are not just abstract ideas, they are practical tools to help you navigate the complexities of existence. Remember, you are not a victim of your circumstances, but an active participant in your destiny. Take responsibility. Seek truth. Face chaos with courage. Embrace the challenge of self-improvement. And most importantly, pursue a life of meaning, not just comfort. Because in doing so, you won't just survive, you'll rise. Thank you. Yay.